Alright, today I'm going to give you guys a detailed look at this Hot Toys classic Predator from the Predators movie. Alright, I'm not going to go too much, talk too much about the packaging because you guys have all seen it. There's the outer sleeve, there's the inner box, and let's get this guy out of packaging. Alright, and here's the Predator outside of packaging. First you have the figure with the open mandibles. And then you have the very nice stand. It's an environment stand. It's got that skin on the back here, and a huge part of a skull, and another part of a human skull. And there's your crotch lifting stand. And hands. We have what kind of hand is this? It's kind of just like an open palm. No, it's kind of weird looking. Then you got the finger pointing one, and then two open hands, and then two pegs, two masks. One is the battle damage mask, and one is the clean mask. And then two holograms, two closed mandibles, and the whatchamacallit, that bomb thing on his arm. And if you open this one up, you see it's ready to go off. And I took the liberty of putting the other one on his arm right now. There's the one with the hole where the hologram pegs in. And if you open that one up, you see one square is translucent, because the light will shine through and it hits the hologram and give it that glowing effect. And here's the front of the figure. Plasma caster on the side there. It's got articulation. It's got a rotating articulation at the base of it. And then there's a hinge right underneath, and then also another hinge on the base of that shoulder armor thing. And here's a look. Here's a look at the head sculpt. And the only thing I don't really like about this is that you could really see the seams, the mouth. I mean, from the side you could barely see it, but if you're looking straight at it, you can see the cheek area. Those are huge seams, and cutting straight down vertically. You can see the seams as well. And onto the armor. And since this is the Predator, the classic Predator from the Predators movie, he does not come with any trophies on him. No necklaces, no spine, nothing like that. And there's this netting suit, I guess. Then a loincloth. And the blades, they're actually metal this time around. And here they are, extended. As you can see, they're chromed out. Very nice. And the rest of the body. And here's a side view. And the backpack is not removable because it's got all the electronics in there as well. And here's a good look at the dreads. And they are made out of somewhat of a silicone base material, just like your cell phone covers. It's yeah, it's gonna attract dust like crazy. And there's the switch right above the screw there. There's the panel for the batteries. Here's a close look at his face before I cover him up with the mask. The little dots on him. Alright, let's cover him up. Alright, in order to put on his mask, basically you'll need to remove 3 things. 2 from each side and the bottom of his mouth. And then inside this mask, you'll see that in there. So basically just plug it in to his face. Alright, and the wire from this mask goes into his back right there, and basically you just use the threads to kind of cover up that wire that's coming out of the side of his mask there. And here's what the battle damage mask looks like. You can still see his eye right there. And if you look, you could see the seam as well right there. And then once you flip the switch on back, there's the light up feature right there. Ooh, will it focus? Will it focus? There. And there's a close-up look. Let's do a close-up look at the mask itself. Alright, let's give him the clean mask now. Yeah, and here you have the clean mask. Just very impressive. And there's the light up feature thing right there. You can barely see it. Let's see if I rotate it. Right there. Zoom out a little bit. There he is. Quite an impressive figure. Alright, here he is looking down onto his hologram right there. And basically that just plugs into the panel right there. And on the bottom there's a switch. On the bottom of his gauntlet right there. And once you flip that switch, voila! Hologram looks very impressive. That's a nice pose right there. A Kodak moment right there. And here's the other hologram. It's a bigger version of this Earth, I guess. Let's look at his armor a little bit more. There's the plasma caster. The med kit is not removable. Here's the gauntlet with the metal blades. there's his belt. And there we have the classic Predator from Predators, standing next to his environment piece. Very happy I picked this up. And let's do a size comparison. Alright, here you could really see the difference between the two classics. Well, this one, the one on the right, is based off of the '87 movie, while the one on the left is based off of the Predators movie. So, but back then, I must admit the articulation is way better back then, though, because the new body, it's basically these are just articulation that any toy company would be able to make, but this one has way more articulation, even on the shoulder, and there's a ball hinge there, and also you could swing it front and back too. And these are all double jointed elbows and double jointed knees, and then chest, there's an articulation there as well. But with the new ones, the new Predators, the Berserker, Valconer, and the Tracker, with this new body, you're lacking a lot of articulation. There's no bicep swivel, no double jointed anywhere. There's no chest articulation whatsoever. So basically, it's more of a standing looking kind of cool figure, while the old one, you could actually give it some dynamic poses. But as far as construction and detailing, I don't know, they're both impressive. Look at the shin guard here. I mean, there's a lot of detail going on with both. I mean, this one is cleaner, while this one is more grungy, and it's got a bit more holes here and there, a lot more texturing than, well, this one has a little bit good amount of texture as well too. I don't know, they are both very impressive figures, but the new one does have some nice features, more lighter features, and the blades are metal instead of plastic, and overall proportion, it's way better, the new one. As you can see, if you're just standing up straight, he looks way better than this one. And I think it's mainly because the old one, the biomass is held on by friction, and it didn't go all the way, well, I mean, it goes all the way through, but it just sticks out too much, so he looks somewhat like a hunchback than a person standing up straight. And here's a side by side. Again, they're not the same Predator, so but a lot of people might classify this as a classic Predator, or you could double as an old '87 Predator, but you can't really, because it's not meant to be. But he did give him a clean biomass, which you could double as the traditional one, I guess. But the old one, I just realized there's a med kit back there too. It's a removable med kit, which the new one doesn't have. Again, this is based off of the new movie, so there's no reason for them to make that med kit because it wasn't in the movie. And I don't know, I mean, if you're not a Predator fan, then if you're just looking at these two, you might think, oh, they're basically the same figure, one just looked better than the other. But if you look closely, you can see there are differences between the two. And there's the back side, and definitely the '87 does look a bit more grungier than the new one. You can see it even the loincloth. It's way dirtier than the new one. Then the dreads, they're so short back then. Now the new ones are way longer, which is more impressive. And these things sticks out like he just got out of the shower or something. They just flare out everywhere. As far as the height, they're pretty much the same height, actually. I do like the O straps better, though. But again, these are two different Predators, so can't really make that comparison. But let's see a height measurement. The new one, that's about 13.25 inch tall. The old one, it's about 13 inches tall. So the old one, it's a bit shorter than the new one. Here are the two bases. That one is from the Classic, the old Classic, 87 Classic, and this one is the new Predators Classic. Wow. Alright, here we have Berserker standing next to Classic. Berserker is a bit taller, not by much, but he is a bit taller, which is nice. And there you have it. There's the Classic Predator from the Predators movie, and from Hot Toys. There you go. Thanks for watching.